Hello, Bible Fellowship Church. This is Pastor Chris, and I'm back here with Daniel Bagherpour for our Digging Deeper series. I hope you guys enjoyed the last video as we talked about our name and sort of why we're calling it that. And we're working on some cool logos. I know you've been working on that, Daniel. So
yeah,
we'll be sort of debuting some of these, or I guess our final product when we get it all done. So
yep. It's going to be a surprise. It's going to be fun.
Yep. So you'll have to tune in and check that out and see what we end up with there. But hey, listen, I hope you were able to join us on Sunday for church and our continued series as we're looking at the book of Acts. And we kind of took a little bit of a turn this week, Daniel, as we looked at Acts, but we also looked at John chapter 7, and we're talking about Jesus when he goes into the temple there and he stands up and he shouts. I mean, this is the first time I think he's actually in the temple shouting, outside of when he was overturning the tables of the money changers.
Yeah.
But he shouts something, and it's just one line, actually. And he says, "Come to me, all you who are thirsty, and I will give you a drink," right? And so he says, basically, if you're thirsty, come to me and drink. And so, I was thinking about this, Daniel, like what does it mean to be thirsty? Like, what is he talking about? Is it like, man, I haven't had a drink all day. I've been exercising and working in the yard. I think I'm just going to go to Jesus and see what kind of sweet tea and
lemonade,
fresh cut lemons he's got for me. Is this what he's talking about? No, I don't think so, man.
If that's all he's selling, man, it's like that'd be so sad.
I know, right?
Lemonade.
Yeah. He's got a new flavor of Gatorade that he's promoting, right? No. No, he's like, look, come to me, all who are thirsty, right? I mean, he's inviting the thirsty. If you're thirsty, he says, come to me and I will give you a drink.
Yeah.
And he goes on to say, look, this isn't an ordinary kind of drink, because if you drink what I'm offering you, it's going to turn into basically this huge river that just comes gushing out of you. And so, I was thinking about this idea of being thirsty, and that's what I wanted to talk about just for a minute. I think what he was saying was, he says, look, if you're down, if you're depressed, if you're tired, if you're lonely, if you're trying to find meaning and purpose in life, if this is where you find yourself, and if you're just like, man, I am just drained, and I don't know what, I'm spiritually drained, I'm physically drained, I'm emotionally drained. I mean, there's, and I think all those are connected, by the way,
Definitely.
So he's like, look, if this is you and you're thirsty, come to me. A lot of people go to sources for thirst, that kind of thirst.
Yeah.
Like, what is it that you go to when you're depressed? I know for me, I like to sit down and watch a movie. Some people check out doing that. Some people turn to, a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
Some people turn to drugs. Some people turn to pornography. Some people turn to, there's all kinds of things that we go to when we're depressed and we want to be filled up. And Jesus is saying, look, no. If you go fill up at that source,
right,
you're going to be thirsty again.
Yeah. And I can say, like, whenever I've gone to any of those, it's like I've always been thirsty.
Yeah.
Like, porn doesn't satisfy, alcohol doesn't satisfy. I haven't done anything like super hard drugs, but it's like, anything that I'd sought to try to find that peace, it wasn't there. It was God is where it was. Yeah,
totally. And so he says, look, if you drink from this water, if you drink from what I'm offering you, it's going to literally well up as like this overflowing spring. In fact, this is the idea behind it, right? Is if you drink from the right source, you end up becoming the source. Think about that for a minute. So Jesus is like, look, if you come to me, if you put your faith and trust in me, if you come to me as your source, then I will instill in you a spring. It's sort of like this gushing of water of life that's going to come out of you, and you end up becoming the source of that life. It's an infilling of the Holy Spirit. It's this crazy thing that he's offering to those who come to him.
Yeah. Have you ever had a Jesus high, Pastor Chris?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I've been around people. Have you ever been around somebody that you walk in and you just sit down with them and you walk away and you're like, man, I feel refreshed.
Yeah.
Because there was something coming out of that person that just sort of, brought some peace and some wholeness into your life.
Yeah.
I think that's what he was talking about when he says, look, all who are thirsty, come to me, anyone, and drink.
Right.
You know, and he says, and if you do, it'll become in you this life-giving spring. Anyways, we just want to encourage you guys to come to Jesus. You know, don't turn to the bottle, don't turn to the TV, don't turn to these other things. You know, come to Jesus. If you really want to be satisfied, come to Jesus. Anyways, God bless you guys. Thanks for joining us for our Digging Deeper series, and we look forward to seeing you again. Daniel, thanks. Oh, one more thing, you guys. Easter Sunday is here, Resurrection Sunday. Bring a friend. Let's get somebody here. It's going to be a great time. We're going to be out on the front lawn in the tent, Easter outside. What a great time. You're not going to want to miss it. And we'll catch you guys again soon after Easter. God bless you guys. We'll see you soon.